through October 6th.
Back at Kings Mountain High School, Shelby at the end of one leads Kings Mountain 14-0. And Shelby, as Coach Jones just pointed out, has had the ball one time tonight. They've had one drive.
2 minutes and 39 seconds, and Kings Mountain's had it every other second, I guess except for the 10 seconds that Adam Weber had it while he was running for a touchdown.
But somehow, with that huge time of possession advantage for Kings Mountain, Shelby leads 14-0. But Kings Mountain threatening. It's a 3rd and 9 at the Shelby 12-yard line. East Gaston is 21-0 over East Gaston. That doesn't make any sense to me. South Iredale leads North Lincoln 18-0. And Bell's back to pass. He gets pressure and he overshoots number 3, Keena Dimitros. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 9. I don't see any flags on the ground. I also don't see a kicking team coming on the field for Kings Mountain. So let's see what Coach Lloyd decides to do. Bell's looking for some guidance, and Kings Mountain's going for it. 4th and 9 from the Shelby 12. Kings Mountain sending in Hopper, and I don't see the other guys for that weird formation, and so they're just going to go with the regular shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 right, with McLean, and Bell rolls left, and he gets heavy pressure, and he throws it up. Nobody home for Kings Mountain, as he had to get rid of it well before he wanted to. Falls incomplete. Shelby takes over on downs.
Great stop that time by the Golden Lions, and so the Shelby is going to take over now with 11:50. It's been exactly 1 quarter since we had the ball the first time. We got the ball with 11:48 in the first quarter, and now we get it with 11:50 left in the second quarter. Golden Lions with the ball on the 12-yard line. The defensive pressure on those last 2 plays were key to that. Bell could not hold on to it. He had to get rid of it, and he was forced into 2 very poor passes because of the pressure.
Well, Shelby comes back out with Jaquavis Brooks at running back. R.J. George, actually that's Raekwon Washington and the Wildcat. And he fakes it to Brooks, and he's going to keep it, but he's not going to get anything. He gets the line of scrimmage. Maybe,
yes, absolutely. Maybe a loss of 1, but I do think they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, and Golden Lions quickly back on the football.
So that was Washington and the Wildcat, 2nd and 10 Shelby, and Shelby's going to take timeout. So we'll take it to Shelby. Burns 1, back in 30 seconds.
Packing that lunch for school? Then head to the Ora Supermarket and Broad River Hams for some great back-to-school lunch packing good deals. Broad River Country Ham, $5.99 a pack. Hormel lunch meat, $3.99 a pound. All meat bologna, $3.99 a pound. Boiled ham, $4.99 a pound. And sliced American cheese, $5.99 a pound. And don't forget the Pick 5. Pick 5 bags of frozen food for only $19.99. Ora Supermarket and Broad River Hams, 1026 East Marion Street in Shelby. They're the steak place.
They're playing East Burton.
All right, back to Kings Mountain High School. Crest leads, it's tied up now. RS has just tied Crest 14-14. East Lincoln 14-0 over Bandy's. Burns is leading Eastburg 16-0. Give you a couple more scores in a minute. As R.J. George back in a quarterback, he's going to hand it off to Jaquavis Brooks, and he's bottled up for a yard loss by Kings Mountain, and now Shelby's going to face a 3rd and 11 here deep in their own territory.
And this is what we talked about, in the pregame. It's important that the Golden Lions don't have a 3 and out. I mean, after the defense had to sit out there for about 6.5 minutes, and you don't need a 3 and out and have to put the defense right back on the field again.
So Shelby again in the 3rd and long. It's Brooks remains in the game at the running back spot. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Shelby back to pass is George, and he steps up in the pocket. He eludes a rusher, and he's got a pass out in the flat. It's almost picked off by Crocker. It falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Ralph Jolly, and at that time it was Kings Mountain's pressure, forcing R.J. George to throw it a little quicker than he wanted to, and that falls incomplete, and Shelby with a quick 3 and out is going to have to bring Luke Hayek in to punt.
This would be a good time for Luke to get one of those 50-yarders.
It would be a great time. South Point 21, East Gaston 0. North Gaston Hunter Hess tied at 7. Lincolnton 14-0 over West Lincoln. Newton Conover 6-0 over West Caldwell. And Hyatt gets off a pretty good one. It's going to be a fair catch at the 45-yard line. So about a 34-yard punt.
34-yard punt, nice hang time, no return, and so that does put Kings Mountain first down on the goal line 44. So they have effectively flipped the field after having to start back on their own 12-yard line. So good playing by the Mountaineers for the last 2 series.
Yep. So basically amounts to about a minute and a half going off the clock, if not even quite that, and Kings Mountain's got the ball back. Let's see if Shelby's defense is up to the task again. It's a 4-man front of Tyrone Allen, Kent Clemens, Adam Weber, and Michael Marable. So Greg Ager's been out for the last several plays. Have to check on that situation. Bell in the shotgun. He's going to hand off to McLean. Great pursuit by Shelby, but McLean again breaks the arm tackle from Robert Brown, and he picks up about 7. So again, Coach, great penetration by Shelby, but can't wrap up and bring down McLean.
And that's one of the things that will absolutely drive the coaching staff crazy, because when you end up with a situation where you get the guys in the position that they need to be in, and then at some point you just got to make that tackle. And of course, you got to say McLean is a good hard runner, but this will drive you crazy if you have to look at it for a long time.
2nd and 3, and Shelby showing just the 4-man front still, and it's going to be Bell calling his own number, and he gets about 2. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Absolutely, a 3rd and 1. Much better job by the goal lines that time. But again, it does set up that 3rd and short, and it's actually going to be a good bit less than 1. That's an incredibly nice spot for Kings Mountain, and they're going to come out with that interesting formation again. We're going to have to give that a name. It's almost like the old Notre Dame box, but not exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to call that. This time they send those guys to the left side, and Bell calls his own number, but he's met by Gary and Addison short of the first down. Matter of fact, I don't even think he got the line of scrimmage, even though they gave him the line of scrimmage. So he's going to bring a 4th and 1 for Kings Mountain.
I think it's gut check time. I see Kings Mountain going for this, and yeah, I actually think they gave him a slight gain on that one, Brett.
Yeah, he got nowhere near that spot for sure. And Kings Mountain quickly to the line of scrimmage trying to catch Shelby off guard, and Bell took a step forward,
which is illegal,
and Shelby jumps off sides. But he did take a step, which drew all the Shelby players. So Coach Ware's pointing for, hey, that's on Kings Mountain. And they're going to call Shelby. Coach is very upset, and rightfully so. And he's going to go have a word.
Yeah, that's poor. The quarterback can't step forward like that.
I mean, that's definitely what drew Shelby off sides, is the quarterback taking a step forward. And Whitehead didn't see it that way. Kings Mountain still with no penalties on the game. And they stay in the same formation. Shelby with a 6-man front. Bell fakes the run, and he's going to go up top, and he's got Crocker. Overshoots him. Incomplete. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. And it'll be interesting to see if Coach Ware...
Well, I think he felt that the quarterback did pretty much the same thing again. He slightly steps forward after everybody's set. And the rules clearly state that when somebody does go in motion, they have to be set for a second before the ball can be snapped. And there is no way on those last 2 plays that the quarterback was set a second before the ball was snapped.
And McLean to the right of Bell. And this time it's a quick pass, and they throw the flag this time. Let's see if they call him for a false start. And they called it dead, so it's got to be against Kings Mountain. It's a false start, Kings Mountain. So that time I didn't actually see it, and they called it. So what do I know? 2nd and 15.
Referees are human, and I've often thought that those guys that have to stand on the sideline next to those coaches, they get an earful, and especially when sometimes I think those officials realize that the coach is right, and they just have to sit there and listen to it for a little while, and it makes you a little more prone to make the call. And so I'm not saying it's a make-up call, but it's almost the same thing.
2nd and 15, and Bell with heavy pressure gets the pass off complete in the left flat, and that's to Hopper. Great call, but great Shelby defense there by
Kylon Hopper Kylon did a great job. I mean, he was out there, he and two blockers, and he came up and forced that back inside. And of course, when he forced it back inside, big number 7 Tyrone Allen was there to make the play. But I'm going to tell you, that was a very, very good play run by Kings Mountain.
Only gets 5. It's 3rd and 10, and it's a jailbreak for Shelby's defense, and this time it's Gary and Addison that almost does the same interception move that Adam Weber did. It's the short pass out in the flat, and this time it's Addison that goes high and almost makes a one-handed interception. Instead, it's going to be an incomplete pass, and again, Kings Mountain with a 4th down play.
And they are not going to kick it. They are... Well, let's put it this way: if they're going to kick it, it would be Bell pooch punting it, out of a shotgun formation. And so I think they're going to go. I think they're going to the trips formation, and they are. And so it gives about 6 possibilities here.
See if they try to get Shelby off sides again. And Shelby does go, but they don't call it. And Bell's going to run for his life, and he's going down. He almost got out of it. And I think it was let's see that jersey when he gets up. Whoever it is, he's still down. That's Greg Ager. Ager with I don't even know if you call it a sack because he ended up at the line of scrimmage, but Ager on the stop of Bell for no gain, and Shelby takes over on downs for the 2nd straight possession.
So Gold Lions now have the ball on their 30-yard line, and right now what Coach Ray and staff are saying is, okay, guys, we feel like we've dodged a couple of bullets here. We need to move this ball down the field. Let's go ahead and move this ball down the field and get up by 3 scores and feel like we're accomplishing what we need to do.
R.J. George back out there with Raekwon Washington, and he's back to pass. And he steps up in the pocket. He's got R.J. on the sideline. He's got it. 40, 45, 50. He makes a move into the inside. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Raekwon Washington, 70 yards. And Shelby goes up 20-0. I'm looking. I don't see any hankies on the ground. And I see Luke Hayek trotting on the field. So in one play, a little screen pass out in the right flat to Raekwon Washington, and for the 2nd weekend in a row, he has a 70-yard plus touchdown catch from R.J. George.
And you know what? We didn't hold the ball very long, but as long as you're putting 7 points on the board, it's okay.
Well, Coach Ware told me last week, don't worry about how fast we score. I'm going to keep the foot on the gas pedal and score as many as I can, and Shelby scores there quickly. Luke Hayek's extra point's good. Shelby leads 21-0 on the Middle Ross Pharmacy scoreboard. 7:13 left in the first quarter. Back right after this.
Round them up at the Roundup store in Shelby. Check out this month's specials, like bathroom sinks for just $10, cross ties just $8 each, and 3/4-inch number 2 plywood just $10 a sheet. The Roundup store in Shelby has wood storage buildings built to last, plus chicken coops too. You'll find all wood kitchen cabinets, countertops, roofing shingles, dog houses, gazebos, doors, floor coverings, and more. The Roundup store, 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Visit the new website at roundupshelby.com.
21-0 Shelby here at Kings Mountain, John Gamble Stadium. 7:13 left in the 2nd quarter. It's a great crowd across the way here at Kings Mountain High School for Shelby, and on the home side for this Battle of Buffalo Creek rivalry game here in Cleveland County. Luke Hayek's got it teed up once again as Shelby just took a 21-0 lead on a Raekwon Washington 70-yard touchdown reception from R.J. George, and Hayek's kickoff goes into the end zone for the touchback. Kings Mountain will start at their own 20. And Coach, these last 2 drives for Kings Mountain that took up just all kinds of clock time deep into Shelby territory, and to come up with no points as Shelby holds on 4th down twice, and then turn around and give up a 1-play touchdown. that is tough on you mentally.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Now, what I hope that we can do is we can look back later on in the season and say that this is where we saw R.J. George do something that we haven't seen, and he continued to do it for the rest of the year because R.J. was pressured, he stepped up, and he saw Raekwon in the flat. That was an easy pass, and then Raekwon made everything else happen after that.
This time it's the easy pass out in the flat to Crocker. He catches it, and he gets about 7. And it's going to bring 2nd and 3. So that time it was Bell hitting Crocker with the short gainer.
Absolutely, and of course, the difference that I see in that play and the play I was talking about is that's what that play was designed to be. It was designed to be a short pass out the flat, and he got 2 blockers out there. Golden Lions were trying to go deep on that play before, and RJ's his primary receivers were covered, and so he checked down to the easy pass, which he hasn't done up to this point.
McClain on the run, and Shelby with a run blitz that time as 2 linebackers crept up, and it's going to be, gosh, you take your pick, Adam Weber, Gary Addison, Michael Marable, and the result is a loss on the play of about 4 yards for McClain. Let's call it a loss of 3 and bring up a 3rd and 6.
And this is terribly dangerous position now for Kings Mountain. They can't really afford to turn it back over to Shelby after another 3 and out. And so this is one of those momentum building plays right here. If Kings Mountain can get a first down out of it, we could see Mo swing again.
See if Shelby brings the blitz on 3rd and 6, and it's a quick out to Crocker. He's got it, and he's got the first down before Hayden Hojackney forces him out of bounds. But Kings Mountain with a big first down and a pickup of 12 on the pass from Bell to Crocker. And Kings Mountain keeps this drive alive.
Well, they do, and nice play again. Kings Mountain is pretty much taking what the Golden Lions are giving them, and Golden Lions are saying, okay, what we're going to do if you want to just sort of throw the little short passes and take it 7 yards, 8 yards at a time, we think eventually we're going to get you to stall, and so far it's worked.
1st and 10, 5:47 left here in the 2nd quarter, and it's a reset of the play clock to 25, and the White Hat says, okay, I'm satisfied, let's run it.
5:47 left in the half.
Kings Mountain with the ball on their own 36. In motion goes Crocker. He's going to fake the sweep, and it's going to be Bell around the left side. He's got a slew of blockers, and he's into the secondary, and it's Hayden Hojackney. Doesn't miss this tackle, but Bell with a big first down all the way to the Shelby 43-yard line, and that's a gain of 21 yards.
Well, that was a great play call by Kings Mountain. They caught the Golden Lions in a man scheme. What happens is they bring the receiver across the middle in motion, and we run a quarterback with him. And so that meant when he faked that thing, there was nobody out there. And so Hojackney had to come all the way from free safety, and it was a good play by Kings Mountain.
Bell on the shotgun. He's back, and he's got heavy pressure from Gary Addison. He steps up, and he's got a man downfield, but it's picked off by Hayden Hojackney at the Shelby 20. And he's to the 25, 30, 35, 40, and out to the 48. A block in the back on Shelby comes in late.
Yeah, pretty blatant block in the back. And I tell you what, whoever that young man was, he's going to hear it. He's going to hear it in film session, because I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, my goodness, you can't hit him there, and he did. He sure did. So it's going to be a block in the back. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty, but that's okay. Golden Lions have the ball on their own 25-yard line, and once again hold Kings Mountain after it looks like they have something going.
Well, that time, that I will say is the first pass by Bell. That was not a good pass. He threw that one downfield, and Hojackney basically just stood there and almost fair caught it.
Yeah, Hojackney was the only receiver anywhere close to it, and pressure will make quarterbacks do those things.
So Shelby quickly back on the field offensively, and George is back to pass, and he's going to go up top. He's got Antoine Wright behind the defense. Oh, just through his hands and incomplete. Shelby going for the quick strike. Actually had Ralph Jolly running one post pattern and Antoine Wright running it at the other post, and
And, I have to apologize for the technical difficulty we had because we weren't able to really hear the interview with Coach Ware. But Coach Ware said that the lesson he learned after last week was keep your foot on the gas, and we're not going to get conservative.
And it's George back. He's got pressure. He gets it off. And Ralph Jolly, does he make the catch?
What a catch.
He does. And that's a gain of about 19 as Jolly goes to the ground. Actually, I think I'm 10. It's 14 yards. So it goes from the Shelby 25 to the 38 as they mark it 1 yard behind what I thought. So Jolly with his first catch, and that goes for 13 yards. A Pegram Insurance first down. And quickly it's Jaquavis Brooks, and he's bouncing off tackles, and he's got about 8 or 9 yards on first down.
Good hard run by Jaquavis Brooks, who is, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch. I mean, we're not going to say starter and reserve. We're not going to say first string, second string. We're not going to say 1A, 1B. That's a 1-2 punch right there. I mean, and they bring Washington in right now. So here comes Mr. Inside, and he's going to fake it to him. And I think RJ might have been better served to give it. But having said that, RJ does get the first down.
Well, it was a 9-yard pickup by Jaquavis Brooks on first down, and on second down, R.J. George gets 2 yards, and he picks up the Pegram Insurance first down for Shelby.
That's only the 5th first down for the Golden Lions. Of course, on 2 of the first downs, we've got touchdowns.
And Shelby with a late player on the field, and that's Buck Usry, and it's a
illegal substitution, illegal procedure, illegal snap. There was about 16 things wrong with that play, Brent.
And Shelby may have been better off just to call a timeout as they run Buck Usry straight from the sideline into the slot and snap it. Shelby may have gotten lucky. They snap it on the ground, and the ball was rolling around for a while.
Actually, I don't think RJ was looking for it. I think the snap actually hit him in the elbow, and so it could have really been bad.
1st and 15. Shelby dodges the bullet, and RJ with a fake to Raekwon, and he's going to throw it, and it's caught. Chad Reed, and he's got a huge block from Ralph Jolly.
And fell down.
And slips and falls, but he's got the first down as he picks up 15, 16, 17, 18 yards, and that's Reed's first catch of the night. And Shelby with a Pegram Insurance first down again, and what a block downfield by Ralph Jolly.
Did a great job of getting his head in front of the body so that it was a legal block. It was a great block.
I will say at Supper Club, the receivers were bragging about their blocks more than their catches, and that says a lot. And Shelby goes up top, picked off. George throws it. He had Chad Reed deep, but he underthrows him. The ball picked off by Jordan Ford of Kings Mountain, and RJ mad at himself as he knew he didn't quite put enough on that one.
Well, that's absolutely true, and it's unfortunate. But again, we're making the mistakes, trying to push the action. And so again, that was it was well covered. We've probably been better to throw it way over everybody's head, but RJ tried to make the perfect pass, and it was a good play by Kings Mountain. So give them some credit on that.
Kings Mountain takes over 1st and 10 on their own 12-yard line. 3:22 left here in the first half. Shelby with a 21-0 lead over the Mountaineers, and Bell's got his troops back on the field. They've driven it a couple of times down into Shelby territory, turned it over on 4th down, and Bell fakes it to McLean, keeps it, and he doesn't get much as Tyrone Allen's there for the stop.
I'm finding it really interesting that the amount of the different blitzes and schemes that the Golden Lions are running right now, because I've seen more corner and strong safety blitzes tonight than I've seen from the Golden Lions in quite some time.
1 yard pickup for Bell, and on second down he's going to throw it out in the flat. He's got Crocker and Shelby with great pursuit, but Crocker steps out of it and he ducks and he's at the 40. It's a foot race to the 50, to the 40, 30, and he's down inside the Shelby 25-yard line or 26-yard line.
And there are flags all over the place.
There's flags at the Kings Mountain 49, at the Shelby 48.
Well, I guess that's 2 places, but it just looked like all over the place. And I'm sure we're going to have some type of block in the back or something going on behind the play, and it is. And, for Kings Mountain, I mean, that is an absolute killer because they had that ball down, to 25-yard line, Brent, and they're going to end up now with a really good play, but when you consider what it could have been, and again, that's a block in the back that, oh my goodness, he had to be 15 yards behind the play when he made the block.
Well, it's going to end up being a 40-yard reception and then a 15-yard penalty, or excuse me,
10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty. So that is a killer for Kings Mountain, although it's still a first down.
And what the Golden Lions have to do is make them pay for that mistake.
Yep. So now instead of first down at Shelby's 26, it's first down at their own 43-yard line, but it is a first down. And there's 2:27 on the clock. Clock's running. Bell back to pass. Again, a jailbreak, and he gets the pass out faster than he wanted to. McLean had to turn around and try to come back for it, and it's incomplete. So Shelby saying, hey, when he goes back, even though we know he's going to look for the short pass, we don't want to give him time to throw.
There was some pretty blatant holding that time by the interior line of Kings Mountain, and I'm trying to walk past that umpire. That's the guy that stands between the linebackers and looks for holding. I'm going to try to walk past him on the way to halftime, if I'm coaching and saying, goodness gracious, they're ripping our jerseys off right now. And, just that little hint, because they were really guilty of a hold that time.
And here's the blitz again, and it's a pass out in the flat. And Shelby with the tackle from behind, and that's number 7, Khalil Hopper. And he's got right at first down yardage. Let's see if they give it to him.
I think he's going to be, okay, I thought he was going to be 1 yard short, but he's not. So it is going to be a first down. Coaches over here to my right, they're upset because they feel that was a screen pass that went beyond the line of scrimmage, which you can't do. Not sure if that's exactly what happened, but that's something that they'll be looking at on the film. But again, either way, it's first down for the Kings Mountain Mountaineers. A nice drive what they've got going here.
And Bell with his troops at the Shelby 47 hands off to McLean, and Tyrone Allen says, no. It's going to be a 1.5-yard gain. Let's call it.
I'll tell you what, that was an amazing run, though. I mean, he was hit by 3 guys, and they were not playing around this time, Brent. It was not that arm tackle situation, but goodness gracious, he picked up about 2 yards, just sheer determination.
It's kind of like when you're playing tug of war with your dog. You give them a little bit of slack, and when you let up, they move about 2 feet on you. Tyrone Allen grabbed him, and when he was trying to get the momentum to grab him, McLean got 2 yards off it. First down or second down play, and it's completed pass over on the left sideline to Demetros.
Great play.
Quickly there.
Great play. The defense is really running to the ball tonight, and they kept him in bounds as well. So the clock is going down underneath 1:20 now. Third down and long. And I do not believe. I think if we stop them on this play, I think Kings Mountain's going to go for it again now.
1 yard pass only to Demetros. So great coverage by Shelby. 3rd and 7. 3 receivers left, 1 right. It's McLean, the lone back, with Bell in the shotgun, and jailbreak for Shelby. And he gets it off too early again. Shelby with 4 guys covering Crocker. Crocker still had a chance, though.
Well, Crocker ran a nice route, but there was just no way that it was going to be one of those miraculous throws that Bell just really tossed it, just hoping for something. And I was wrong again, Brent. They were running the punt team on the field, but I tell you what, if I'm coaching, I'm saying look for the fake, look for the fake. I might even take a timeout right now. We seem to be in a little bit of disarray.
Well, not to mention Kings Mountain has a tendency sometimes to run up and snap it real fast when you're switching. And they've got guys just motion all over the place. There's 2 protectors, and then there's 2 guys out. And they are going to punt, and it's a short punt. It's going to bounce at the Shelby 26, roll dead at the Shelby 15, or so bounces at 21, rolls to the 15. And Shelby will take over with 48 seconds left in the first half. And see if Shelby elects to just take this one into halftime, or if they say, hey, we got 2 timeouts and we got 48 seconds and we've shown the ability to score quickly.
Well, I mean, Coach Ware talked about he's not gonna take his foot off the accelerator, but I tell you what, nobody's gonna blame him if he's gonna give a chance for Raekwon Washington or Jaquavis Brooks to run this ball. But
RS Central 17, Crest 14.
That is surprising.
George in the shotgun, and he may dump it again to Raekwon Washington, and he's going to Raekwon, and Raekwon's got it. He threw it!
Oh, my goodness. What a perfect pass. What a great pass. And
Raekwon does it.
Coach Ware said, I'm not going to take my foot off the accelerator. And, oh, my goodness.
The pursuit. Okay, so Raekwon went in that same little safety valve pattern, but this time, when RJ looked at him, Raekwon took off and he lofted it over the defender, hit Raekwon in stride at about 30 yards up the field, but Raekwon just had his eyes on the end zone before he caught it. And on second down, RJ's got Jolly on the drag, and he's going to elude one tackler, then goes down. It's going to be a sack on the play and a loss of 3.
So the Golden Lions, if they wish, they can go ahead and pretty much kill this right now. We're down inside 25 seconds. Kings Mountain has one timeout. Even if they took the timeout, Golden Lions are not going to have to punt. So I do believe that we're just going to sit there and we're not going to do anything. I think that's going to be the last play of the first half. And I got to tell you, kudos to the offensive staff for going after it. And equally, kudos for not being some type of turnover. So at halftime on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, it's going to be Shelby 21, Kings Mountain 0.
We're going to take a 3-minute break, get some of our sponsors in here, and then we'll be back with the Dr. Doug Stroud, Dr. Jim Wilson, Dr. Craig Thompson Family Dental Care halftime show. We'll go over some local scores. We'll go over the Chris McDaniel All-State stat sheet. We'll go over the Okies Tire game summary. Talk about keys to the second half. All that after this message.
S&M Sports Shop is now your dealer for Under Armour sports apparel in Cleveland County. Come by and see the selection of Under Armour shirts, shorts, shoes, socks, and sunglasses. The team at S&M, Mike, Suzanne, Luke, Shannon, Dale, Ken, Darren, Dennis, and Charlie, is now your team outfitter for all local schools and whatever sport you play. They have leather jackets for all local high schools. Plus, S&M is your headquarters for Oakley Sunglasses. For all your athletic needs, go to S&M Sports Shop, located at 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. The summer season is here, so you need to keep that lawn and garden equipment serviced and repaired. Take it into the Shelby Hardware Small Engine Repair Shop. Mechanic Leonard Allred will be glad to check, tune up, or repair your lawn and garden equipment. He can also sharpen those mower blades for you. The Small Engine Repair Shop at Shelby Hardware, 506 South Lafayette Street in Shelby, serving Shelby and Cleveland County since 1979. Experience, quality, and guaranteed service. That's what you get from Shelby Transmission Specialists. They do straight drives and automatic transmissions. They can repair and rebuild transmissions and sell parts as well. So if you're having trouble with your transmission, see the experts, Hal Hambrick, Lyle Reynolds, and Jimmy Stepp at Shelby Transmission Specialist, 734 Nally Drive, just off Highway 226 North, Shelby. Call 704-482-8756.
Now you can shop Standridge Auto Parts on eBay. And be sure to like us on Facebook too. You can shop the big inventory online on Facebook and eBay. And yes, you can pull it or get full service at Standridge Auto Parts in Shelby and Rock Hill. And they buy scrap metal and offer recycling services. Standridge Auto Parts, 234 Porter Road in Rock Hill, 1521 Sulphur Springs Road in Shelby. Both open Monday through Saturday. Visit the website at StandridgeAutoParts.com. Standridge Auto Parts. Where are you headed after the big game? To Newt's on the Court Square in Uptown Shelby. Newt's will be open till midnight after the high school football games this season. Come out and celebrate on Friday nights at Newt's. They feature a $5 burger every day. And on Wednesday, our burgers, sandwiches, and wraps are just $5. Newt's features all Angus beef or build your own salad. For after the game or just about any time, it's Newt's on the Court Square in Uptown Shelby, open 7 days a week until midnight on football Friday nights. Like us on Facebook for our daily specials. It's time to start those projects you've been putting off. And the place to start is Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. Brighten up your home with a new coat of Benjamin Moore paint. You'll find every color under the sun, along with all of your painting supplies. Or build a deck for those summer cookouts. Fix that leaky faucet in the bathroom. Or put in those new windows you've been wanting. Whatever the project, see Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Arrowwood Street in Shelby. The projects start and end with Cleveland Lumber Company of Shelby.
Thomas & Howard Cash and Carry in Shelby has new owners, and so a name change. The H.T. Hackney Shelby Discount Center is your wholesale warehouse with no membership dues. You'll find great savings while buying in bulk for events such as church socials, reunions, and family gatherings. Cookout needs such as charcoal, hot dogs, hamburgers, whiting, and flounder. Plus, you'll find low prices on tobacco products. Thomas & Howard is now the Shelby Discount Center, 1620 South DeKalb Street in Shelby, next to Ken and Mary's.
Back at Shelby High School, the doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, Craig Thompson, Family Dental Care halftime show, and wow, 21-0 Shelby on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. You can see it right there, and now I'm going to let you watch the Kings Mountain Marching Band. And Coach, Kings Mountain dominated the time of possession. Shelby's dominating the scoreboard, and that's about all you can say about the first half.
Well, if you're going to choose one to dominate, I'll take the scoreboard. And real quickly, the Golden Lions had the ball for just about 6 minutes of the first quarter, and the first half. And there's 24 minutes in the first half. So Kings Mountain had the ball for 18 minutes. Shelby had the ball for 6 minutes. But more importantly, Shelby has 21 points, and Kings Mountain has nothing. You want me to do the scoring summary?
Okies Tire scoring summary.
Well, start off with in the first quarter with 9:09 left. Antoine Wright, 29-yard pass from R.J. George. Luke Hyatt's extra point made it 7-0. With 6:59 left in the first quarter, Adam Weber had a nifty interception that he returned 27 yards for a touchdown. Hyatt's point after touchdown made it 14-0. And then finally, with 7:13 left in the half, Raekwon Washington, a 70-yard pass from R.J. George. Hyatt with the point after, and it's 21-0 Golden Lions. And I know, speaking of R.J. and Raekwon, they wish they could have added about an 85-yard touchdown pass that the last time the Golden Lions had the ball.
Well, it was close. Just couldn't hold on to the ball and run at the same time. So that was the Okies Tire game summary. Now for the Chris McDaniel Allstate Insurance stat sheet, and for the host Mountaineers, they were led on the ground by freshman Darian McLean, who had 54 yards on 10 carries. Quarterback Brandon Bell was the only other ball carrier. He had 9 carries for 24 yards, so Kings Mountain was 78 yards on 19 carries. In the air, Brandon Bell was 9 for 24 for 105 yards. He was picked off twice by Shelby. Leading receiver is number 2, Tico Crocker. He had 4 catches for 73 yards for Kings Mountain. Khalil Hopper had 2 catches for 15 yards. Jake Merchant, 1 catch for 8 yards. Alex Reynolds, 1 catch for 8 yards as well. And then it was Keena Demetros, who had 1 catch for 1 yard. So Kings Mountain was at 78 on the ground and 105 in the air. They had 183 total yards in the first half. For the Golden Lions of Shelby, they were led on the ground by senior Jacobus Brooks. Brooks had 3 carries for 13 yards, and then it was Raekwon Washington. Well, actually, the second leading rusher was R.J. George, quarterback. He had 3 carries for 10 yards, and Raekwon Washington just had 2 carries for 8 yards. So Shelby with 31 yards on the ground on 8 carries. But it was R.J. George doing it with his arm, as he was 5 of 10, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Leading receiver for Shelby, yardage-wise, Raekwon Washington, 1 catch, 70 yards, a touchdown. Then it was Antoine Wright with 2 catches for 34 yards, including a 29-yard touchdown. Chad Reed had a catch for 18 yards, and Ralph Jolly 1 catch for 13 yards. So Shelby with 166 total yards in the first half, but more importantly, they lead 21-0 on the Meadow Clark Pharmacy scoreboard, Coach, and it was big plays for Shelby, quick scoring, and nice defense. They got a defensive score, and they got 2 stops on 4th down against Kings Mountain to stop drives, and as well as another interception from Hayden Ojackney. So 2 interceptions and 2 losses on down.
Well, I tell you, I've been really impressed with the game plan that Coach Devine and his staff has put together, because it's been just aggressive enough that quarterback Bell has had very little time to make his throws. And, Kings Mountain has some good receivers, and there have been a couple of times that they had some receivers open, but it doesn't matter. If Bell is having just to get rid of it, or else take about an 8-yard sack, it's been very difficult for him to be able to make those throws. And so Golden Lions have been doing some gambling, which they feel like they have to, with a team that's as multiple as Kings Mountain. And so I would say a big key right now is that the Golden Lions will get the ball when we come back out at halftime. And wouldn't it be great for the Golden Lions to take that ball down and put another score on the board and really put Kings Mountain behind the 8 ball?
Well, it would definitely be something that would deflate Kings Mountain. They go down 4 scores, 4 touchdowns. On top of that, that's tough to come back on against a team caliber of Shelby. Of course, the Shelby faithful would love to jump out to a 4-touchdown lead. Probably pretty happy that we finally got over our demons of the second quarter, where we've been outscored early in the season after blitzing our opponents in the first quarter. So Shelby, like you said, put together some good defensive effort, a couple of interceptions. How about let's look at our Aura Supermarket and Broad River Hams players to watch. You picked Raekwon Washington, R.J. George. R.J. had 135 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. He ran for 10 more. I picked Adam Weber, and then what's he do? He picks off a pass and runs it 27 yards for a touchdown. And so
in the first half, we couldn't do much better.
We couldn't do much better than our Supermarket and Broad River Hams players to watch. So tell you what, we're going to let you listen to the band for just a second. Then we're going to take another time out on this Dr. Stroud Wilson and Thompson Family Dental Care halftime show. We'll be back and let Steve DeGree tell you what's going on around the county and around the surrounding areas. And we'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Golden Lions football here on WHF.
Transportation Administration of Cleveland County and Cleveland County Transit would like to take this time to remind everyone that illegal drug use breaks hearts, homes, and lives. Please stay involved in your children's lives. Speak with your children about drug use and how it can destroy family dreams. Also, be sure your children and family members buckle up when they are in the car, and if the car is on, leave the phone alone.
The staff at TAC and CCT are glad to be celebrating our 25th year of service to Cleveland County.
Bundle it up. That's the way to save, and it's true with farm equipment too. That's why West End Sales in Vail has bundled up a 2013 35 horsepower diesel Coyote tractor with a loader and a 4-year warranty, plus a new equipment trailer and a new 6-foot box blade, all for $17,500, or get payments as low as $301 per month with 0 money down. See West End for all the details. West End Sales, Highway 18 274 intersection in Vail. Or for more information, go to westendsales.com. 100 years of anything means a lot. And at Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, you'll find over 100 years of combined motorcycle experience. So they must be doing something right. If you're in the market for a new bike,